Rising, grand rising, the most high elevation, respect to all my human nature people out there. Hey, welcome this beautiful day. To many of us, it don't look like a beautiful day out there, but it really is. All right, though it's cloudy here in Central Texas, look like we might get a little rain and stuff. It's still a beautiful day. Anybody know why? You was blessed to wake up. All right. All right, so I got my little shirt on, my Morgan Mini shirt that I counter. I don't know what else I'm saying. You take from your kid. Kind of took from my child, little dude. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of constructs to the topic that I want to talk about today. I challenge us. I kind of challenge us collectively as a nation. I was been heavy thinking, and I was like, um, we're to be the one of, if not the greatest nation uh, in the world, the greatest country. Um, when we talked about the last videos, that how foreigners come to us, come to this country, melting pot, and how we know our history is we all are foreigners other than the indigenous that were here, and they even migrated here, okay, at one point in time. But how America is that place, you know what I'm saying, that place you love and hate, you know what I'm saying, at the same time. So what came to fruition to me, um, I allowed myself to watch a little bit of DT Hip Hop Awards, I think it is, and um, just like other little things and snippets of this and that, and in that to see how beautiful we are, how just we're beautiful people. When you just sit back and look and you take out the antics, the gossip, the deal, the boo boo, and all the stuff we do, and you just sit back and we just celebrate each other and all that stuff, we're beautiful. We're very beautiful. So I came to the understanding that if in that spurts of moments when we do a shine and show our beauty, we work hard to show that to each other, to have a good time, to award each other, to praise each other, to thank each other. That if we would be able to collectively, and it's the challenge that I challenge the nation, the country, America, living that 24 hours a day, celebrating your fellow man and sister, loving on your fellow man and sister, praising your fellow man and sister, bridging the gap with your fellow man and sister. The same age that we go, and I really am talking to the culture that leads in the hip hop and the R&B and every commercial you see we're in it, and we are the without us, there's no shine, no racism or nothing to any other race. No, we're one. But I truly believe and understand and see that it's time for the race that feels that they've had the foot on their neck as a mass, not the ones and twosies that get to the basketball game, the money and get the rap money and get all that. As a mass, black folks, what I employ to us, because the other cultures do it. They do it and they do it, and it's traditional, and we wonder why they continue to have wealth and then this is not a shout out to any other culture. This is a confirmation that you other cultures, Caucasian cultures, Asian cultures, and all that, to keep the wealth in their family. And you see a restaurant here and a restaurant here and there, and that's family owned and stuff. We much respect to you. Much respect to keeping that fabric together. Not saying that you know your own culture. Ain't nobody perfect. We all got our problems. People can say, well, they didn't, yeah, okay. But you don't see them closing down the business. You don't see them, you don't see a lot of stabbing and backstabbing in them family. They understand to keep that, you know what I'm saying, for what it is. We got to work with each other. You know what I'm saying? So what I would ask of my culture, of people of feel like that. Let's let our egos go. Let's let our pride and our ego go. Because guaranteed 53, I get it. I swear I get it, man. For so long, we fought and fought and fought and fought and fought and fought against this system to be in position that we are today. Black man, black woman can't say that anybody holding them back today. But we do that because we hold on to the old traditional ways of how we were treated and why are we holding on to that? Because the fact of it is, when we really look through the lens, right, with our projector, and really understand the people that hurt me 500 years ago, they're not here. The people that hurt me 6,000, whatever, they're not here. What is here is the stem of the benefits, the rewards of what was done a long time ago. But talking to so many people and so many different varieties of people that in the past 2 years when George Floyd died, and hear so many of them say, I cried when that happened. And they not nowhere near us. To hear them say, that hurt me. Because we've come so far to try to understand each other and get along. And now that just, it was like it tore the family. Hell, it tore relationships up, families up. So we're here now. Just the point I made. The eyes on us. Well, we got our eyes on each other, figuring out each other like we should. But we should be doing it in a healthy way, taking each other's examples and taking each other's formulas to our communities, to our neighborhoods, to our families, and setting up a healthy dialogue with each other and saying, hey, you know what? We got to do better. Because the eyes not on me and you looking at each other, and folks outside the country looking for us to, how America go, is how the country go, how the world go. Facts. How America operate is how all these countries follow and operate. We sit up here and be divided and infused with hate and continue the same old rhetoric that our grandparents, great grandparents, and all them did, and all that. Come on, man, we better than that. We better than that. We lied to ourselves. My granddaddy ain't smarter than me. Hell, my daddy he ain't smarter than me. May they all rest in peace. My great granddaddy ain't smarter than me. So understanding that I know I'm a much smarter human being, much more involved human person here, I can surely, like I'm doing today, use this in a better way. Use this in a better way for humanity, opposed to what they could done back in their day, because there wasn't no computer. There wasn't no social media. They didn't have the freedom to move around. They didn't have the freedom to associate with their neighbors, white, black, green. Come on now, something. Let's stop playing with it, black folk. We own destruction. We know this. I apply so many of us that's getting out there right now that know the energy and understand. Black man, let me tell you, let's be real. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad put out a message to the black man. You the devil. Black man, you the devil in your own culture. I can't sit here and get mad at people like Charles White or anybody else who's just as passionate as I am, and understanding that his anger and frustration that he has on our young people is justified because they are out here doing the most beyond what me and you. And they Chicago understand, everybody else, ain't nobody putting a finger at nobody. Taking a life is wrong. It don't matter who, what, tick for tack, this to that, that's our problem. When do we learn to sit down and and articulate we're angry at a certain part and fix the fuse before it's lit? So many of you run around with the understanding that you indigenous and more and this and that and this or whatever. You disrespect it. Hell, even the movies get it right a little bit. Before the Indians went out and went to war, went to go hunt, went to go anything, they sat down, had a little incense, the chiefs, them, hey, smoke a little bit, peace, hey, we doing the right thing, we're going in the right way. Is it the right season? The women packed up, whoa, whoa. What are we talking about? To hear an elder justify this is the condition that we've been forced in. And the condition of the young black man and young woman in the streets right now is the show of the warrior and the in us and the takeover, and it's justified because for 500-600 years, 1,000 years, you could say whatever, how one group of people was killing us and whatever. So now the tides are turned and this is God's will. So, they're not acting savagely, they acting takeoverish. And can't buy that. My conscience, my intelligence just won't let me buy that. Because my understanding is, I'm looking at this and I say, Sean, how hard is it to be born in this world, to be conceived? And I say, with my small, infinite wisdom, I calculate like this. But damn, there's a billion so stars up there, galaxies, whatever you want to call them. So I look at it like that's waiting station up there. So all them fools up there waiting to come down here. Then they get to come down here, they filter down in their spirit. Then it's a waiting list for that because you got to jump in that body. God directed you. You'll go to that body, whatever. Universe, however it works. Then you fight with other spirits and you get in that body. And that body, that particular body in that woman holds how many spirits, which would be the sperm cells, right? Okay. And then we know to understand the count of the sperm cells when the sperm cells. So that lady, that woman, she conceives a male, and that male, he takes on the sperm count of the woman which he came from. So that male carries, and I'm not getting into the scientific what they feel in the doctrine. I'm just telling you what I understand, and my understanding is that male carries them seeds, right? So when he appropriates with the seeds, he has oh so many seeds. Let's call it a billion. So now he appropriates with the vessel that will build and nourish the seed that he got from the female in the first place. Remember that. So we learn in school, you procreate with, and then these swimming certain cells and all this stuff they swim to, and blah, blah, blah. So you got a whole bunch of dang cells in there. There's a whole bunch of souls. Okay? Whether they souls or whatever they is, okay? Because we can argue about that. Oh, they're not souls, they sperm, they well, it's living. How you know it ain't got a soul? But it's a living sperm, right? But it's not a bunch of them. Do you get where I'm going with this? It takes time. They got to grow within that male. At least what? 13, 14 years, right? Before it can be what it is. Time. We allow it to, in our society, grow even more. Our politically correct thing is to ask our children not to have sex, right? Until 18, right? Or married, right? So time. Then once getting with the appropriate person, the appropriate people get together and they have the consummation time. Time for the female to engage the process. If she's pregnant or not, find out she's pregnant. Okay, time. How much time? We're talking about months now, 9 months. So the whole process calculated up, what, 2 months or so, from when she finds out she's pregnant, whatever, right? Time. What do we call this process? We haven't given a name, reproduction, right? But it's God's plan, right? I didn't make the plan. You didn't make the plan. You didn't make the cycle that orchestrate that. God, right? And with everything we understand down here, God, it takes time. So I lead you to this understanding. Don't sit here and tell me to kill another person is justified, to justify the balance and tide with what we've been through. It's ignorance. That's the devil himself. Devil don't like time. Devil like now. Easy. You there yet? How much time does it take to bring in life? God's plan. And how much time does it take to take life? Whose plan? We're not talking about the natural understanding of death. We're all gonna old, age, and die. As we all hope for. Who don't hope for that though? Just trying to show you. So don't tell me about the devil's plan. You didn't create life. You didn't create this cycle of reproduction. You're just a part of it. A vital, magical part of it. But you don't get the right to destroy it. Because you didn't make it. We've brought ourselves so far away from our understanding of what we naturally know. And if we just sit down and go back to what we understand and what we naturally know, we'll be all right. We're going to be all right anyway. Because this is what your children are learning right now. So many. Dishonest thing. Go look at many of y'all looking at, hey, what are you talking about? Go look at your school systems who's saying kids ain't in school. Homeschool. More parents are divesting of that. More parents are looking for another avenue of teaching their children. Because they see the school system. They won't kill them. School system wants your children dumbed down, scared, in fear in society. So then society comes along. We'll save you. Your mom and dad can't save you, but we'll come here. So then now they can program, do whatever they want with. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. And that's not everybody in the school system. I don't want to talk. No. We got some great people doing some great things in the school system that won't. But we got certain people that need your kid dumb. Dumber than a rock. Because woke can't control them. Can't get them to vote. Lie to them, manipulate them. Can't do that no more to them. Steal from them. So you can do that to us. I don't know no better. We've been sucking on the titty of America so long. Yeah, it don't matter. They can poison the mouth calf right in front of us. Which is like, did they put poison in the calf? The calf? So you're like, yeah, but it's all we can drink right now, and we'll find ways to get. Maybe spit some out. Spit every 3 sips. Spit some. You won't die. It's like we won't get up to you. I'm the same way. And sometimes I just can't let go. So that's how I know. I understand. Got to. And in what ways do we need to get off the table? Like I said the other day, I don't want to be explicit about that, but or do we just need to engage each other to say, you know what, you riding? Because I guarantee you, if a lot of us just sit back and be like, you know what, yeah, I've been doing the most. I've been doing the most. Man. Let me help some people and get myself right, man. I know I'm abundant, whatever. Let me do right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to manipulate nobody. The money ain't mine. You know what I'm saying? I know the money ain't mine because as soon as I want to go buy something, it's left my hand, so it ain't mine. So it's the world. You know what I'm saying? I just got more of it. You know what I'm saying? So let me you know what I mean? I ain't been nice to my boss. You know what I'm saying? He a shithead. I'm a shithead. We talk, but let's calm this down. You know what I'm saying? We have it. We have it. We have it. And I say this because the world looking at us, y'all. Now I know most of y'all, some of y'all buy like me. If you're, I don't give a who. I don't give a who looking at me. In some aspects, you know what I'm saying? In front of y'all and all that stuff. But letting another country come here and mess with us, man, we got a problem now. Sean, hey, whoa, who? You try to jump back in my uniform, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of probably why my spirit doing this, talking about we better get together and kumbaya and help each other out and lift each other back up so we can get back to our strength, you know what I'm saying? You see Russia over there can't beat up correct Ukraine. Now I don't want to talk about like a war thing or anything, but why? Because we did. How long you been knowing Russia be big, bad, bully and all that stuff? And then, well, look. So I hate that, we number one. We just the most beautiful country in the world, man. I love to stay like that. I love generations above because we spread that. Because once we continue to get back to that and we spread that love to each other, man, these other countries follow, man. And then we want to terrorize and come over here and do it. Man. I hate to put this just like this. Let me show you, but this is gonna be the final example. You know we ain't shit right now. Final example. Because when we are we getting attacked, terrorists want to bomb us, it bomb here, boom, boom, boom. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Assassination here, get it. So that's how I know we gotta heal. Not to heal to go back to being destructive and what I'm saying, doing that stuff. But to heal because that's a telltale sign. Don't nobody want to bomb America. Ain't nobody worry about man, why you ain't they over there in the over that for? They already down on their knees, hating each other. They killing each other. Man, let them do them. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Now that's not to say I'm guaranteeing on this political tip, the political powers to be on each side gonna create a terrorist type environment because they're gonna rush you to the voting. I didn't say that. I'll try to edit that out. The gun rights, stuff like that. You need us to okay. But so In conclusion, challenge. Let's all work to shine like we used to. The shiny country on the hill, the place everybody want to go. If not for yourself, for your grandkids. See, the unique thing about life, we do our madness, and then we get this age. It's the facts. You get soft. You start looking at the kids and stuff like that. You be like, man, you look out there at the daycare and stuff. You like, man, them kids happy. They run around. Ain't nobody shooting. Ain't nobody. Oh, cool. Cause you be reflecting back when you were growing up. You're like, I ain't go no daycare. I went to Miss Mary's house, and you see what I'm saying? There's fuss and fight and all this. We have to deal with all this stuff. So you get to looking at that, and you're like, man, that's tight. That's tight. That's tight. And you want that for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It just permeates and stuff. But then you get to seeing that a lot of people still stuck in a condition of, well, I ain't have it. Why I'm gonna make sure they eat little food have it? Why they got enough and they each time we evolve, man, we should be doing better for each other. We have the capability. We know we do, man. We just hung up in our egos and our pride, our big size. America big size. Just I got it. Every time we got big. And now it's that we done big size and we done turned it into me work. Big size, me and me. Who? Me. Who else? Me. And I'm cool with that. If you only, you need to heal yourself right now. You know, you're not being good to yourself. You're not doing good for yourself. Yeah, got it. But to be selfish, envious, and jealousy and stuff like that, we're setting an example that if we don't fix today, we're not going to be existing. Not for the good. We're gonna turn into just that them movies that you looked at, them documentaries. I hope they were just movies, but the beautiful uh, goddess Tina Turner was in it. Mad Max of the Thunderdome and stuff like that. That's a reality. That's a reality. I see that in some places, and I'd hate that though. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a good thing going. We got a good thing going. We just got to build on it, and the change to it is the human condition. We could change the way we do things in our little world universe by changing one thing in ourselves. That's it. One thing in ourselves. And that the one thing is beyond anything, I might not like everything you do, this group do, that group do. I might not like you, what you do, because it's not what I do. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to accept the fact that that's what you like, and I'm going to respect that. Because at the end of the day, one thing, we got to stop playing it. God didn't want it. If all this God that everybody, God don't like that, and God don't like that, and God don't got all these people that be doing that, uh, it wouldn't be here because the Almighty is the miracle one, for sure. So, he, she, they, them, whatever you want to call it, universe can make that. We all know this. But things are around us and we must understand for a reason. Let's learn. Let's learn. Let's learn. Let's learn that everything ain't for everybody. We know this. But I accept it for those who choose that as long as it's not in a harmful way prejudiced way, unhumanitarian way, and we ain't destroying the land. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about, y'all. That's what it's about. And me and you can do it. Don't talk about the money system, the people with the money. Stop playing, man. You don't want to go consume. You don't want to go buy the Adidas, the Jordans, the this, the that, the that. There's no shouting out nobody. But we like somebody said, we could easily fix that. Hey, people start messing with us. People, hey, all the people, we got enough technology. Somebody get on such. Hey, we ain't going to such no more because such you know, right? Yeah, okay. So they do right. Stop going on, start losing money, and then we'll see on social media. Such and such took a hit. You got to do about a month before it take a hit. That revenue. And we didn't done this before. And then such come out with discounts, and I'm sorry, and I love these people and that people, and then we get back on board and we go on. That's how we do it. Remedy with these politicians. This is me going offline, rambling. I love we go on this Constitution, we go on our articles, we do all this and stuff like that. We don't buy by nothing, but just for something to point out, say, well, it's freedom of speech, but we don't buy by nothing, or half with it. Politicians, you contract yourselves. You got this at the military. Most when you go to work, I know y'all sign a little decree or whatever when you get your position and stuff in. What I'd like to see is the contract, a pledge contract from a politician to whoever community, whatever state, whatever, in the contract, stating, this is what I ran on. This is what I said I'm gonna do. This is the contract. And once you sign that contract, you got to hold yourself and the citizens of this whatever hold you to that contract. You filled out that contract. Hey, within a year or so, whoa. You said within 6 months, this did, whoa. Check, you didn't get that done. Boom, we can hold you to that contract. So then at that time, we didn't really got to worry about you going to another, getting reelected, going to get this redundant, staying there 20, 25, 26, 27, 30 years, and then until your grandson come in and all that. We ain't got to worry about all that because you got to hold to that contract. We play what I said. There's a lot of things we can do in this world to better. We know. Check the checker. Gotta have some check the checker, man. We got some people that are above the law out there, or they feel they're above the law, and they get away with it, and they are above the law. It's just the reality. Who checks them? See, time now, politicians, that we want these answers. You become a politician, are you in control of the police chief, the this, that, and all that, boom, boom, and these go down. We hold you feet to the fire, his feet to the fire, her feet to the fire. Who? What we doing? We don't want to hear no the death crime rate going up, and you just got what we doing? Once again, across the land, I ask officials, policemen, judges, lawyers who live in the community, what's your community, but have to lock your community up and shit and all that stuff. Beware that people are starting to see the corruption within the system. It's not the system that's messed up. It's the people that's running the system. That's the bottom line. For whatever reason, want to justify giving this person sentence, this person, whether color, gender, whatever, background, race, this stuff don't play a part. You did this wrong. There should be a standing line about everything. You did this crime. Boom, boom. That's, what are we doing? We pick and choose based off the economic and what we can get out of them, squeeze and stuff, and get them off the streets and all this other stuff. One more. Facts. Go check for yourself. How politicians, judges, and things like that can sit up and have an integral investment part into incarceration is beyond me. There's not a judge in this world that should be invested in prisons, jails, or anything of the sort. Once again, I go back to this. That's like a no-brainer. Like you really, even the goody good tooth fool who you think sitting here, or whatever, however you view me, put a robe on me, and then tell me, oh, you can. It's legal for you to invest in that prison down the street that you seeing. Who knows how many percentage of people to keep that revenue going. That's legal. You and your four buddy judges, y'all can build this prison out here in Central Texas if you want to. We the people. That's not even nowhere near justifiable. That's nowhere near justifiable. Especially when you hear the cases, go back in your history, where judges did sat with lawyers to make that infiltration plan with your juvenile children and stuff. I read that about 5 years ago. Judge got caught up. So they had a nice little system. Yeah. One more. We sit up here and people get mad about somebody being rich and bootstraps and blah, 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 blah. Nobody bad about nobody being rich, this, that. It's just the optics of what makes sense and what looks like we're just idiots. Like we on idiot planet. To pay a police officer, a teacher, a fireman, electrician who fix our electricity when that stuff go down, waste management, and all these other entities that if you take out of our capitalism monopolized world, man, we'd be dysfunctional. We'd be dysfunctional. But we treat these commodities that we need, that are necessities, and pay them peanuts. Make them struggle in life. But give millions to folks just to watch them to entertain us. Boy, stop. Man, stop, man. Come on, y'all. I'm the only one that see this stuff, man. And I'm with you. Hey, yo, no. Well, it's privatized and stop. It's common sense. I ain't saying getting people $1 million and other stuff, but teacher salary, we know that teachers out there struggle. You wonder why teachers don't want to teach? You wonder why cops angry and frustrated and mad and on the streets? Yeah, you got to pay the bills too. They behind on bills. COVID beat them up just as worse as it beat you up. You know why? At the time you thought they was getting overtime, you was out there shedding, defund the cop, defund the police. So how you think you thought they was getting raises and stuff? No, man. Come on, man. It's us. No, I ain't telling Charlie saying take the money out of it, take the money. No. But let's be smart. You gonna pay these cats? We just watching the entertainers for an hour, two, and after then hour, two watching me, they ain't doing the most out there, ain't giving no example. But then these teachers and all that stuff, and all that, you wonder why they don't want to teach our kids? Don't want to do nothing. Because that's what I was saying. That's the profession I was supposed to go in. I want to teach some kids. Really want to get there, teach kids for them, and go be a good principal, man. God, like, man, nah, bro. It ain't worth the headache. You get paid enough to get up there and love on somebody's child, and they ain't loving on you. You put all that instead on that, invest on this on each year, and blah, 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 blah. And the school squeezing you, telling you can't teach this, you can't teach that no more, no critical, no this. I don't want to hear that. And you don't want to hear that. But you got to go in there to be in the school system and teach. You got to be rigorous to be tested. Take this, take this. I don't want to deal with all that. So yeah, president, whoever, all of us, man, look at the system. Just we make money. Money funny anyway. Let's stop playing with it. You know what I'm saying? Pay them people. We let these rappers and all them coming out with the bank. I'm like, yeah, okay, so we got all these fools got the bank. Can you get this little teacher over here is trying to teach our kids, man, keep our kids off the streets, keep them out banks and robbing banks and killing their own kids and stuff, eating it. Can we get these teachers some money, man, so they can have their business? Can we make some of these jobs that are critical to our system? Can we get back to making them important and paying them people? Pay our cops, man, top-notch salary up there. So, and then I guarantee you see them doing better, man. We know we telling the truth. I ain't gonna get mad if cop running around in goddamn Ferrari. Shit, you protecting the damn world. He want to drive that Ferrari. She want to drive a Ferrari. So I know to drive that Ferrari and do what they do in the community, giving that money, whatever, they gonna do a hell of a job on that job. Because I know when I was first on, when I was able to drive my little 550 Mercedes to my job, that made me do my job better. Stop lying. Felt good about myself. Man, I made it, doing up, moving on up. Hey, soldier, how you doing? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Instead of when I first started off growling at that, because I'm driving a hoop deal, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Make it E2 pay, E3 play. Well, I can't even E3. So, but irrelevant. Y'all know what I'm telling the truth, man. Y'all, everybody know Sean telling the truth, man. We telling the truth. Put a little money in people's pocket, man. Let them feel good about themselves, and they'll do better out there, man. Not everybody now. You got some people take that money and snort up their nose, whatever. All that they go. We gotta do something about that. Stem it up. But the realm of it is we healing. We gotta heal. Let's heal. America, come on. Let's heal. I need you. Start with us, men. Challenge. I challenge every time you get, man, big up these women. Big up, big up, big up. Hey, beautiful, how you doing today? Hey, how you doing? How you look good today? You look good today. Keep it going, Miss Gladys. Keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Motivate them. We need them. They're the pinnacle. Without the woman having a vital leading role in the healing of America, we don't get nowhere. Men, why? We unbalanced. That's just the bottom line. We don't like each other. We don't care to like each other. We don't love ourselves. We don't want to love ourselves because that's not macho. Because that's not talking about love. Let somebody put a gun to his head. He ain't gonna love it. See, we all in that. We in the cave. We took our asses back in the cave. And probably because, no disrespect, women, it's almost like y'all done left Earth. The real woman didn't left Earth. It seemed like, you know what I mean? Like we got a bunch of aliens running around. Everybody want to be something else. want to be this, want to be that. And we can't tell what some of y'all are. We don't know what you are, what you want. We get it. And that's not time to throw stones, nothing like that. Just saying that's how unbalanced we all are. We all are. The word unbalanced. That's okay. This is an opportunity for us to fix us. That's all it is. Go to yourself, fix, put a smile on it. Till you feel it's fixed, it ain't fixed, you still angry, all that, put a fake smile on it. Remember I told you, got that saying in there. If you can't make it, you can take it. If you feel lots of pain, hey, then you shouldn't have came. All right, sit in your house. If you can't hack it, you better pack it. You see what I'm talking about? All right. But hey, fake it till you make it. Put a fake smile on. I love you. How you doing? Fake it until you just fake the anger out of you. Fake the racism out of you. Fake fake it. Fake it. God knows a lot of you angry ones out there. You looking at another man. Say, I don't know why I don't like black people. Like I really when I look at it, I don't know why I don't like white people. When I really sit back and think about, I don't know why do I don't? Well, because Jed didn't like them. Because Mama didn't like black people. Because remember my Uncle Mike, he told us stay away from white folks. See how they work? When you really look back at, like, go back into yourself and say, why did I not like this? You know, Jay, they told me not gonna like them Chinese people. You know, you should never trust Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because when you go back to it stems from something somebody told you, somebody did, influenced you. See what I'm saying? But is it based off of what you know? So I'm talking about what you know. And I could tell a lot of y'all, no, it ain't based off what you know. I had so many people, black, Hispanic, white, whatever, different culture than me, invite in my house, and they be like, what? What? Your house clean? How you keep your house clean? Watch this. And this one I had all my boys. Had 5 boys in this house at one time. Immaculate. How you keep that? Because my kids ain't jumping on shit. Because my kids got chores. Because we don't clean up after nobody in here. We teach each person be independent. And this is your piece of the pie. When we take it, that's why. I ain't look at you like, I know. I know. You see a black man, he look thuggish or he look whatever, and you probably smell a little smoke on him, and you like, oh, I know they house nasty. No. See, that's how open up worms. That's how most other cultures think of our culture and how our culture take perception, stereotype and perception, stereotype and perception, stereotype and perception. There it is. Stereotype and perception. Thank you, Omar. Stereotype and perception. We have stereotyped and perceived each other to a point where that we just think we know. I know they man ain't got a clue. Ain't got a clue. Okay, so let's work. Let's break the stereotype perceptions. Work to engage each other and be good to each other. It's working. We're working. I see some of the great men, man. I thank you. Real talk. My age. We're gonna get these young folks, man, moving in a better direction. We asking them to please tone down on the rhetoric of, profanity against our women, against your mother. Young man, if you don't look at every female in your universe as you do your mother, your sister, your aunt, cousin, whatever female that you have in your family that you protect, that you would die over if somebody extend that to the world, our women in this country. Everyone. Everyone. They deserve it, man. They deserve it. They deserve it. And then reciprocation, ladies, women. We ask that you just ask. Don't down us men out here that we don't want to fight over you. We don't want to fight with you. We're not looking to try to fight for you. I don't know. Well, let me see. Let me see if I can call Bob and have fools fighting each other to see if that you queen this, because that's not that's not how that works. That's not how that works. There's too many of us human beings on earth for us to be fighting over each other. Just saying. So allow us men to be a little soft in that area of saying, hey, how you doing today? Allow us to get out that era of, hey, chick, man. Hey, I look. Allow us to get our kids, because it's our fault. Cat calling and talking to women any old kind of way. It's our fault, man. No, it was my cup of tea, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? But let's change. Let's work the change. We can do this. Oh, yeah. We start treating our women better, man. Wants to change, man. They so beautiful, man. They'll start treating us better. And it ain't going to be everybody, y'all. It ain't going to be everybody. But I, I guarantee what I know is that enough prominent people like that I see, you know, they're stepping out there. And I mentioned some names because I watched their videos last night. You know, love what Trick Daddy had to say down there. He was cooking and stuff. Love the fact that you see a man like that, Trick Daddy. You know him back in the day. Back in the day when he was young, shit, you be like, Trick Daddy cook. Like, player, he Trick Daddy know who he is, you know what I'm saying? But to get him on there, he on there in this little cooking show, man, and he talking to us, talking to the folks, and be like, telling them he been in the game a long time. Telling the young folks, man, you sitting up here talking about guns and shooting and this and this and that and your music, and then you thinking ain't nothing gonna happen to you over there, and you get mad and frustrated about that. Come on, man. That's not even an equation that you should have to put on the chalkboard and be like, how do you do this? Yeah, that's common sense. I don't. See what I'm saying? Or same thing with Diddy when he on his radio show. And let me tell you something. Look here. I don't care what you think about these people. That's not, or your feelings on that. You got feelings on that? Hey, you need to go check yourself about it. Because the people, they don't keep on going. So I enjoy hearing what they say, trying to change the paradigm. Diddy talking about, hey, New York, we last in music, and it's not. You're not saying last in music because they produce the most music other than California, but the type of music and stuff. We've been the monstrous, destructive, hating on each other, bitch, hoes. We still doing that stuff. And we talking about the creativeness. New York, you're the most creative. We can't have nothing to follow out of that. Come on, man. We really toe up from the floor up. Harlem, Uptown. Y'all got so much history there. Y'all know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So to hear these Aries, Big Mike, and a lot of these folks infusing in the ether positive and understanding that the powers to be who we think had the powers to be in their hand, controlling it like an iron fist, they don't have them powers no more like you think they do. And let's not talk about Clyde. Clyde old as hell. I mean, all these people getting old. And like I said, as you get older, you get wiser and you get softer too. So now you get an old person like, somebody got wiser, a Diddy, a Jay. They can go to these older, wiser people who at one point in time, system was like this. Can sit down at the table and tell, hey, look, let's change it. Let's change up. Let's infuse positive. Let's do some things. Because once you do it, you're gonna make more money anyway. No, let's go, man. Bring the positive message, then come with the positive gear, then come with the positive attitudes. Then we can bring some of the dating sites back. We can do all kinds of stuff, man. And everybody make it. And the money touching whose hands? Everybody. Ain't nobody trying to hold on. If you holding on to money, got saving, like being greedy and stuff like that, you a fool. You know what I'm saying? You stopping revenue, you stopping the economy from going. So you the problem with the inflation. That's not to say, ladies, no ladies. I said that, and y'all, and Sean said, "No, I shouldn't be holding mine. I'm gone." Nah, I ain't that dude. No, no, and men, I won't. Because I know I opened a can of worms when I said, man, put the woman in the lead. I said, man, like some of the men in their household, like, man, why you do that, bro? My baby can't even. It's justifiable. My baby can't even bounce the checkbook, man. Now you want me to give keys to her to the bank account, this, and we gonna be broke as hell. Now you cause a problem in my house, ma'am, ladies. If you know you're not good with money, like me, I'm savvy. I'm survivable. That dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it to the next check. You know what I'm saying? I'm that. But if you know you ain't good with money, man, no. That's not saying you can't be the lead. You the lead still. You on the pedestal on the throne. You stay good with money, but let hubby been taking care of the account. But hubby, I encourage you, help honey be good with the money though. You know what I'm saying? This time we teach each other, man. Yeah. I never wanted to be with a woman, never ever be with a woman that don't know what I know. I gotta try to teach you everything I know. You might not grasp, you might not have enough time to get it, whatever, but you gotta know how to, operate your car, fix your car if it go down, da da da. And I show you all this stuff. Not saying that so I don't have to do it, but what happens when I'm not in the picture? What happens if Sean's here, Sean died, whatever? I want that. If I loved you, then I would want you to be self-sufficient without me. Uh-oh. If I really love you, this goes for all of us, right? Man, woman, boom, goes with it. If I really love you, I would want to help you be self-sufficient without me, because you never know. All right. So I gotta get off the channel. Energy says stay on there hour, so I did it. Love y'all. We're doing great things out here. Continue doing great things, people. Continue loving each other. Florida, we send love to you. Real talk. We send love to you. Matter of fact, we end with a prayer with you. I'm gonna get my donation out there. Man, Sean just being Sean. So I gotta check my money. I'm gonna get my donation off. I'm gonna do that today, Florida. So, man, people get your donations out there. I know Goodwill do a good job of sending, distributing clothes and stuff like that. So I got a lot of old stuff that I would love to give to Goodwill. All these other places. If you able to do that, man, let's do that. Let's pick up and do what we do. We know how we do. We're the greatest country, man. We good at this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to get on there on TV and give a what they got something? Give a thon, marathon. I missed them things. But anyway, Almighty, we come to you. We come to you in our most human spirit, in our human flesh, in our human knowledge. We come to you as a collective. We come to you with our heart and understanding. There's so many of us that adhere to the calling to be good to each other, be good to yourself, be good to your earth, your Gia, your Ka, with the understanding that, yeah, we're going to be on balance. Not everybody going to be on board. But knowing that there's more of us down here that are so much alike in thinking, in heartfelt, and in our intuition. We ask that you continue to give us the blessing of the good weather, the nature around us, and have faith in the humanity that was created, that we can get this together. We can. In the eyes of the Lord. We ask that you continue to bless us with the so many ways of coming to speak to you, whether it be in Islam, whether it be in Christianity, Baptist, Jewish, Jehovah's Witness, all these components that you allowed us to create, to speak to you, to love on you. We ask that you enrich them, help them grow stronger, wiser, to understanding that these are just vehicles and tools to communicate to the Most High. We ask these in your name, man. We ask this to spread among all the world. But we do ask, we here in America, we've been the beacon, the light. We've been that shiny hilltop. With your grace, Almighty, we ask that you continue to allow us to be that for the world in the most positive way. With so many of us knowing if we're able to do that, oh man, the abundance America receives. Not just abundance for me, my neighbor today, but for our generations to come. I love y'all, man. Real talk.